Welcome to Outrage Science Bites. I'm your host, David Beckmeyer, and today's episode is all about artificial intelligence, AI, and how it impacts the outrage landscape. This is part of Week 3 of NaPodPoMo 2024, where we're exploring the role of technology in shaping outrage culture. AI is everywhere, from social media algorithms to content recommendations, and it plays a significant role in what we see online. But how does AI contribute to the spread of outrage, and can it also help reduce it? Let's dive in. AI-driven algorithms on platforms like Facebook and YouTube are designed to keep us engaged. They prioritize content that triggers strong emotions, especially outrage, because outrage keeps us clicking and sharing. This is where the problem begins. AI learns from our behavior, feeding us more of what we engage with, often creating a feedback loop that amplifies outrage. Over time, this pushes us deeper into echo chambers, where we're exposed to more and more extreme versions of our existing beliefs, reinforcing polarization and division. We've touched on this in previous episodes, but with AI, the problem is that it's highly efficient at exploiting these emotional responses, especially when it comes to outrage. AI can also create disinformation through deepfakes and bots. Deepfakes, which use AI to create fake videos or audio, can generate outrage by making people believe something inflammatory happened when it didn't. Meanwhile, bots are programmed to stir up conflict online, pushing extreme views and spreading false information. These AI-driven tools can inflame tensions, making it harder to tell what's real and what's fabricated, deepening mistrust and division in online spaces. But can AI help reduce outrage? AI doesn't just stoke the flames, it can also help reduce outrage if used thoughtfully. Some platforms are using AI to detect and flag harmful content like hate speech or disinformation. Twitter, for example, has experimented with prompts that encourage users to reconsider sending harmful messages. AI could also be used to promote healthier conversations by introducing more balanced perspectives and reducing echo chambers. Imagine AI systems that help us engage with a broader range of viewpoints, encouraging critical thinking rather than feeding our biases. One example of this is the Angry Uncle bot, created by Karen Tamarius.
Angry Uncle has been a lot of fun. I developed the first iteration for the New York Times back in 2017, and it was for helping people have conversations at the dinner table over the holidays, right? But that was like it was almost a choose your adventure, but, sort of, there was no AI component. So, fast forward now to 2024, and I've created an Angry Uncle bot that actually will talk with you about any political subject that you want. You can set its difficulty level from anywhere from annoying to apoplectic. And it's a great way to practice having really difficult conversations without any risks. So when you go out into the real world, there's always a risk. There's emotional stress. It's possible you'll say the wrong thing and make somebody mad. So why not practice with a chatbot that gives you an opportunity to make all those mistakes? And yes, the chatbot will get mad at you when you make the mistakes, but it's just a chatbot.
Another example is depolarizing GPT. Here's Steve McIntosh to tell us about that.
It's a customized chatbot that's built over the top of the platform of ChatGPT that gives 3 answers automatically to every prompt. And one answer is coming from a right-wing perspective, one answer is coming from a left-wing perspective, and then there's a third answer, which we call a depolarizing perspective. It's an integrating perspective. It's not just a centrist perspective. It's not just splitting the difference between left and right. This depolarizing answer attempts to integrate values from across the political spectrum to achieve a kind of a synthesis, or what we might call a win-win-win approach to any political issue.
Of course, this comes with challenges, including the risk of over-moderation or censorship, and who decides what constitutes a healthy conversation. These are issues we'll need to address as AI continues to shape our online interactions. In the end, AI is just a tool. It can both exacerbate and mitigate outrage depending on how it's designed and used. As we move forward, the challenge will be to harness AI in ways that foster healthier, more civil discourse online. Thanks for joining me today on Outrage Science Bites. Be sure to tune in tomorrow as we discuss the darker side of connectivity and how it fuels extremism. If you enjoyed today's episode, you may want to check out the long-form Outrage Overload podcast. Visit outrageoverload.net for past episodes, links, and contact information.